Hi there. Well, it's still June. We're starting off with June 15th, 1567. Battle at Carberry, Scotland. Protestant troops defeat Earl Bothwell's army. And at the same time, on the same day, Republic of Genoa expels Jews from its whole territory. Kind of pretty depressing news. Mind you, this was 1567, but still depressing. In 1580, Philip II of Spain declares William the Silent to be an outlaw. And in 1607, colonists in North America complete James Fort in Jamestown. In 1626, King Charles I disbands the English Parliament, thus provoking a civil war and revolution against His Majesty Charles I. And on June 16th, 1567, Queen Mary of the Scots is imprisoned in Lochleven Castle prison, which is in Scotland. And on the same day, in 1624, Virginia becomes an English crown colony following the bankruptcy of the London Company that started it. And in June 17th, 1497, the Battle of Deptford Bridge, forces under King Henry VII soundly defeat the Cornish rebels, led by Michael on Gough, which the Cornish rebels, I believe, are Welsh rebels. And in 1535, English Catholic Cardinal John Fisher, states' rights, is issued. And in 1565, Matsunaga Hisahide assassinates the 13th Ashikaga shogun, who is Ashikaga Yoshitu. And in 1579, anti-English uprising in Ireland begins. Francis Drake, English navigator, lands on the coast of California at what is known as Drake's Bay. He names it New Albion during this time, and claims San Francisco Bay for England. In 1580, the battle at Hardenberg, Spanish troops defeat some rebels that went against their rule. And in 1583, Brabant, Duke of Parma, defeats the French mercenaries that were hired. And in 1609, the Netherlands, England, and France signed a 12-year covenant between the three of them. On June 18th, 1538, Treaty of Nicaea ends the war between Emperor Charles V and the King of France, just ending all hostilities between the two kingdoms. And in 1541, Irish Parliament selects Henry VIII of England as King of Ireland. And in 1574, Polish King Hendrik of Anjou secretly leaves Poland. In 1580, States of Utrecht forbid Catholic worship as they become Protestant. During this era of Reformation. And in 1583, Richard Martin of London takes out the first life insurance policy on William Gibbons. The premium was a total of £383. In 1629, sea battle at Du Guinness, Piet Hein defeats the Dunkirkers, Canute raiders, and the service of the Spanish monarchy. Moving on to June 19th, 1502, Emperor Maximilian and England sign the Treaty of Antwerp. 1572 marks the date where a garrison under Adrian von Zweiten occupy an area known as Oterwater, or is called Oude-Water. In 1586, English colonists sail from Roanoke Island, North Carolina, which is the well-known area lost colony. In 1588, Spanish Armada heavily destroyed in a storm at an area known as Cortuna. And in 1603, Merga Bien is arrested for witchcraft in Fulda, Germany. It is part of the Fulda witch trials. She, along with a total of 250 people, are later burned at the stake after being accused and found guilty of witchcraft. And in 1610, Samuel Champion and his French army defeat the Mohawk warriors, or the Mohawk people, at the Battle of Sorel in what is known as New France, near Sorel, Tracy, Quebec. And in June 20th, 1530, German Parliament joins Augsburg. And in 1567, Jews are expelled from Brazil by order of Regent Don Heinrich. And in 1582, Bishop Domingo de Salazar of Manila suppresses the Philippine Rebellion. And in 1591, Mauritius and Willem van Nassau occupy an area called Deventer. And in 1627, Ottoman pirates begin raids on Icelandic villages and will eventually capture 400 people to sell into slavery. And moving on to June 21st, 1498, Jews are expelled from Nuremberg, Bavaria by order of Emperor Maximilian, and in 1529, Queen Catherine of England speaks against her marriage's annulment at the Blackfriars Legaton Court, because Henry VIII wanted to divorce her because she wasn't giving him an heir, a male heir that he wanted. And the same day, the Battle of Ladriano, Imperial Spanish forces under Don Antoniad Leyva, the Duke of Terranova, defeat a French army under Francois de Bourbon and Comte de Saint-Pol. And in 1547, Great fire in Moscow kills between 2,000 to 3,000 people. In 1572, the garrison under Adrian of Sveitin conquers another area known as Gouda. And in 1582, the incident at Honnoji takes place in Kyoto, Japan. And in 1607, the first potential Episcopal parish in America established at Jamestown. Well, that's all for tonight. You have a good one. Bye.